The Philippines and the United States are two countries that, at first glance, might seem worlds apart. The Philippines, an archipelago in Southeast Asia, is a vibrant, tropical nation with a rich history influenced by both Eastern and Western cultures. The United States, on the other hand, is a vast, diverse country known for its global influence, economic power, and cultural dominance. Despite geographical distance, these two nations share some historical ties, having been involved in major events that shaped the world. However, when you dive deeper into their differences, they reveal unique distinctions in terms of geography, culture, politics, lifestyle, and much more. In this comparison, we'll explore these differences in detail to understand what sets these nations apart and what common ground they share. Number 1. Geography and climate. One of the most noticeable differences between the Philippines and the United States lies in their geography. The Philippines is an archipelago consisting of more than 7,000 islands. Located in Southeast Asia, with a tropical climate, it is known for its beautiful beaches, lush landscapes, and natural wonders, making it a popular tourist destination. The country's tropical climate means it experiences hot and humid weather, with a rainy season from June to November, bringing heavy monsoons and the risk of typhoons. In contrast, the United States is located in North America and has a vastly different geographical layout. The United States is the third largest country in the world, spanning a wide range of climates and terrains, from the frigid Arctic conditions in Alaska to the tropical warmth of Hawaii. With its vast landmass, the United States experiences all 4 seasons in most regions, including harsh winters in the northern states and hot, dry summers in the Southwest. Its diverse landscapes include mountains, deserts, forests, and plains. Number 2. History and colonial influence. The Philippines and the United States have a shared history that involves colonization, but the nature of their colonial pasts is different. The Philippines was colonized by Spain in the 16th century, and Spanish influence can still be seen in the country's religion, language, and traditions. In 1898, after the Spanish-American War, the Philippines was ceded to the United States, beginning a period of American rule that lasted until 1946, when the Philippines gained independence. While the Philippines was a colony of Spain and then the America's own history of colonization is quite different. The United States was originally formed by European settlers who established colonies along the East Coast. Over time, the country expanded westward, displacing Native American populations and forming a union of states that eventually became the world's most powerful democracy. The USA fought a revolution against Great Britain to gain independence, and it was not a colony in the same way that the Philippines was. Number 3. Language and communication. Language is one of the most striking differences between the Philippines and the United States. In the Philippines, the official languages are Filipino, based on Tagalog, and English. English is widely spoken and used in government, business, and education, making the Philippines one of the largest English-speaking countries in the world. In addition to Filipino and English, many Filipinos speak local languages and dialects, such as Cebuano, Ilocano, and Hiligaynon, reflecting the country's rich cultural diversity. In the United States, English is the dominant language, but there is no official national language. The USA is a multilingual country with large populations speaking Spanish, Chinese, and various other languages due to immigration. English dominates most aspects of life in America, and while Spanish is commonly spoken in many regions, particularly in the Southwest, the country does not have the same linguistic diversity as the Philippines. Number 4. Religion and beliefs. Religion plays a significant role in both the Philippines and the United States, but the majority religions in each country are different. The Philippines is predominantly Roman Catholic, a legacy of its Spanish colonization. About 80% of the population is Catholic, with Protestantism being the second largest religion. Religion in the Philippines is deeply intertwined with daily life, and Catholic traditions, such as attending Mass and celebrating religious holidays, are integral to Filipino culture. In contrast, the United States has a much more diverse religious landscape. While Christianity is the dominant religion with a majority identifying as Protestant, there is a significant Catholic population, especially among Latino communities. The USA also has a large number of people who identify as non-religious as well as followers of other faiths, including Judaism, Islam, and Buddhism. The First Amendment of the USA Constitution guarantees religious freedom, leading to a more pluralistic society. Number 5. Education systems. The education systems in the Philippines and the United States are different in structure and approach. In the Philippines, education is free and compulsory from ages 6 to 12. The country follows a 642 system, which consists of 6 years of primary school, 4 years of high school, and 2 years of senior high school. Higher education in the Philippines is provided by universities and colleges, with many Filipinos seeking degrees in fields such as engineering, medicine, and business. The United States, on the other hand, has a more decentralized education system. Education is also compulsory, typically from kindergarten through 12th grade. The USA has a broad range of public and private schools, with the quality of education varying widely by state, district, and even individual schools. American students generally graduate from high school at age 18, and higher education in the USA is highly diverse with an array of colleges, universities, and vocational schools offering different programs. Number 6. Economy and employment. The economies of the Philippines and the United States are vastly different. The United States has the largest economy in the world, driven by diverse industries such as technology, finance, healthcare, manufacturing, and agriculture. The USA is known for its innovation and entrepreneurial spirit, with Silicon Valley being a global hub for technology. The average income in the USA is significantly higher than in the Philippines, though the cost of living also varies widely across the country. The Philippines, while an emerging market, has a developing economy. The country relies heavily on remittances from Filipinos working abroad, as well as industries such as agriculture, manufacturing, business process outsourcing, BPO, and tourism. While the economy has seen steady growth in recent years, it still faces challenges such as poverty, inequality, and unemployment, which impact the living standards of many Filipinos. Number 7. Healthcare systems. The healthcare systems in the Philippines and the United States differ significantly in terms of accessibility, quality, and cost. In the United States, healthcare is primarily private, with a mixture of government programs like Medicare and Medicaid for the elderly and low-income individuals. The USA spends a significant portion of its GDP on healthcare, but access to affordable healthcare remains a contentious issue, with millions of Americans lacking adequate insurance. In contrast, the Philippines has a mixed healthcare system that includes public and private providers. The government operates a universal health insurance program through PhilHealth, which helps to cover medical costs for citizens. However, healthcare quality and access can be inconsistent, especially in rural areas, and many Filipinos turn to private hospitals and clinics for more advanced care. Despite improvements in healthcare infrastructure, challenges remain in providing high-quality care to all segments of the population. Number 8. Politics and government. The political systems of the Philippines and the United States are both democratic, but they operate in different ways. The USA is a federal republic with a president as the head of state and government. The country has a two-party system dominated by the Democratic and Republican parties. The USA political system is characterized by a system of checks and balances, where the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of government work independently but also have overlapping powers. The Philippines, on the other hand, is a unitary republic with a president who serves as both the head of state and government. The Philippines has a multi-party system, and elections are held every 6 years for the presidency. The country's political system is influenced by its history of colonization and the legacy of its 1986 People Power Revolution, which ousted a dictatorship and restored democratic rule. Number 9. Culture and lifestyle. Cultural differences between the Philippines and the United States are evident in everyday life. Filipinos are known for their strong sense of family, hospitality, and close-knit communities. The Philippines celebrates numerous festivals throughout the year, reflecting its Catholic traditions and regional customs. Filipino cuisine is a blend of Spanish, Chinese, and indigenous influences, with dishes like adobo, sinigang, and lumpia being staples in many households. In the United States, cultural diversity is one of the country's defining characteristics. The USA is a melting pot of cultures, and this is reflected in its food, music, art, and daily life. American culture places a strong emphasis on individualism, independence, and innovation. American cuisine is influenced by a variety of immigrant cultures, with fast food being a prominent part of the diet, though regional specialties like New York-style pizza, Tex-Mex, and Southern barbecue are also popular. The Philippines and the United States are two nations with rich histories and unique characteristics that set them apart. While they share some historical ties and common aspects like language and religion, their geographical locations, political systems, economies, and cultures offer distinct contrasts. Understanding these differences helps to appreciate the diversity of the world and the complexities of each country's journey. Though they are different in many ways, both the Philippines and the United States have contributed significantly to the global stage and continue to shape the world in their own ways.